Wil Wheaton, you might remember him from Star Trek: The Next Generation. He was also featured in Star Trek: The Next Generation. He was also in Star Trek: The Next Generation. All jokes aside, that's all anyone over the age of 29 will remember him for. Wil was never a man of great ideas. While on a semi-popular TV show that he was the least popular character on, he thought it would be a good idea to pursue his scary great movie career. But that didn't go well at all for Mr. Wheaton. And he ended up back on Star Trek: The Next Generation. And then he was later written off the show. He was barely on.
What about them? You can't just leave them like this.
They must find their own destinies, Wesley. It's not our place to interfere, but have faith in their abilities to solve their problems on their own.
I think it'll work.
But since then, what has he done? Nothing you know or care about.
We bring you the answers to all your questions. Be better than others. Enjoy the benefits of knowledge. Accept the answers from us.
Star Trek: The Next Generation and The Big Bang Theory star Wil Wheaton says he's been shorted profits from a web series, according to a lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court. Wheaton and his loan-out company Media Dynamics on Monday sued Legendary Geek and Sundry for breach of contract.
Right.
This video is sponsored by Raycon. Sleek, stylish, the look, the feel, the vibe. It's a lifestyle, and they come in colors to match your aesthetic. And for the next month, Raycon will have a countdown to Christmas with new pop-up flash deals for you to take advantage of every single day. Hey, by the way, sounds better than ever. And don't get me started on those gel tips that don't hurt your ears after prolonged use. They also offer 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life. Raycons are priced on the right side of affordable, while other earbuds can cost you as much as $300. Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. They also feature 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tapping functions, noise isolation, and awareness mode. You have no idea how useful this is when walking into a building while trying to take off your motorcycle helmet with music blaring. Now, as soon as someone starts talking, you can unfortunately hear them. Click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/itsagundam to get 15% off your Raycons today by using the code HOLIDAY. Let's be real here. He played himself on The Big Bang Theory. That's when you know your career is 100% over. He was also the host of the Ready Room, a show meant to hype people up for the absolute train wreck that was known as Star Trek Picard. The Star Trek show that was so bad, it made Red Letter Media hate TNG.
What it is, but talking about it is like talking about some completely random other show and putting a Star Trek name on it. It's bizarre. I'm just saying that's, I don't mean to be dour here.
No, I mean, I think it's fair to be dour because it's pretty dour. This is the death of an old friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is how most people feel about Star Wars right now. Because I don't give a shit about Star Wars. I haven't given a shit about Star Wars for like 20 years. And now I'm going through that with Star Trek. Like, this is what it's like when that thing you love it's dead. It's dead.
I'm not joking. Star Trek Picard, really, really bad. I really didn't like it. It was obviously written by people that have no clue what Star Trek was. It's like, no, not going to do it. This is not about that. But when Wil wasn't hanging off of the nutsack of Gene Roddenberry, he's on Twitter, being an absolute repugnant Twitter activist. He gets into pointless fights. He does a lot of political and social grandstanding. My God, this dude is living yawn on and off screen. On December of 2021, after Dave Chappelle's last Netflix special, he was booked by Netflix to lead the Joke Festival. Wil Wheaton quickly took to Facebook to combat bigotry in all of its forms.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man.
Absolutely disgusted. Every single comedian that is on the bill should withdraw unless and until this despicable bigot is uninvited. Any comedian who is part of this should be ashamed of themselves. Netflix may not believe in holding this piece of shit accountable, but you all have to live with yourselves and the choices you make to perform with him. Everyone at Netflix who is part of this. Trans rights are human rights. And words matter. Edit 12 hours later. An important follow-up, though. It's very easy for me to sit in my chair and issue edicts about what other people should do. That's presumptuous and it overwhelms a larger point that I made in the comment here, which is also in its own post. I withdraw that outburst and I regret saying it. Like, I don't know if anyone cares, but I guess I do and I want to own it.
What a charming story.
When not everyone hailed Wil Wheaton as the hero he was for his incredibly brave pearl-clutching moment, he then posted a very Dark Side Phil-esque like explanation as to why he feels like the gay lord he is.
For anyone who genuinely doesn't understand why I feel so strongly as I do about people like Chappelle making transphobic comments that are passed off as jokes, I want to share a story.
Oh my god, is it Evo 94?
That I hope will help you understand and contextualize my reaction to his behavior.
People who've never made anyone laugh in their life always have input on how comedians should make jokes.
Because that's punching down, and comedy never punches down, it only punches up. I've read that from 50 people that never did comedy. They all said it punches. But
you know, nobody ever does this to porn stars. No one ever says, like, Remington Steele doesn't know how to blow a woman's back out. I know how to do it.
When I was 16, I played ice hockey almost every night at my local rink. I was a goalie, and they always needed goalies, so I could show up and put on my gear and just wait for some team to call me into the ice, and it was a lot of fun. One night, I played a couple hours of pickup with some really great dudes. They were friendly, and they were funny, and they enjoyed the game. They treated me like I was part of their team. They welcomed me. After we were finished, we were all in the locker room getting changed into our regular clothes. Ah, here comes another non sequitur. But before I tell you what happened next, I want to talk specifically about comedy and how much I loved it when I was growing up. I listened to records and watched comedy specials whenever I could. One of the definitive comedy specials for me and my friends was Eddie Murphy's Delirious. From 1983.
Good lord, that was a long time ago. Lord, Wesley Crusher.
It had bits and still kills me. The ice cream song, Aunt Bunny falling down the stairs, mom throwing shoes, really funny. Then there's extensive homophobic material that is just appalling and inexcusable.
You seemed to enjoy it back then. You're mad about stuff that happened in a different time period is absolutely ridiculous.
Long stretches of comedy films are devoted to mocking gay people, using slurs that start with F over and over. Young Wil, who watched this with his suburban white upper middle class friends in his privileged bubble, thought it was the funniest, edgiest, dirtiest thing he'd ever heard. It killed him. And all of this dehumanization of gay men, blah, 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 cruelty.
Dude, it's a comedy. So you listen to some comedy records in the 80s and you and your little friends had a laugh. Calm down. My God, get a life. Basically, Wil Wheaton literally wrote a journal post on Facebook. This is what we in the business call oversharing. I'm sure his wife has no idea what an orgasm feels like. This dude just sucks the fun out of anything and everything, even through the power of text. Well, anyway, here we are. It's a year later and Wil is at it again. With Elon Musk taking ownership of Twitter, Wil Wheaton has been having meltdowns on Facebook and Mastodon. And you might go, why? Who gives a rat's ass? Well, listen, it's very chic in Hollywood right now to hate Elon Musk. You have Alyssa Milano, famous for some TV show that probably came out 20 and 30 years ago. I really don't know what she's done. She traded in her Tesla to fight white supremacy.
She's a stupid bitch.
And she bought a Volkswagen Bug. Well, darling, let me tell you that Adolf Hitler made the Volkswagen to compete with the Ford Model T. On top of that, Hitler had a lot of admiration for Henry Ford, who was also a notorious racist. Just in case you thought about getting a Ford electric Mustang, look out, darling. So I just saved you some time there. I can't even say the name of the book Henry Ford wrote because I'm sure YouTube would flag me because they don't understand context. So let's move back on. Wil Wheaton melts down because Elon Musk called Trent Reznor a crybaby for deleting his Twitter account. And frankly, Elon Musk is right. Trent Reznor has lost all of his edge. This dude used to sing rock songs on stage with Marilyn Manson while videos of animals decayed in the background. All right? Bro, it was wild. Like, it was a scene. And now, all of a sudden, Elon Musk owning Twitter is too much for you. But Marilyn Manson's bare naked ass shaking on stage didn't faze you.
He's a monster.
Let's read Wil Wheaton's meltdown over Elon Musk and get the hell out of here.
I cannot fathom the emptiness, the insecurity, the insatiable need for attention and validation, the staggering arrogance, the malevolence, and total void of human experience that is Elon Musk. He's the richest man on the planet. You can't go anywhere or do anything without interacting with something he's a part of in some way.
Yeah, dude, you can. You get off of Twitter, you little freak. Like, I don't see Elon Musk posters at Wendy's when I'm buying a chicken sandwich, you know? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, if your whole day is spent on being angry at Elon Musk, yeah, you can't get away from him.
There are literally millions of people who uncritically worship him in spite of overwhelming evidence that he's a douchebag. Some number of them will come after me as they come after anyone who points at their naked emperor.
You know what I like about Elon Musk? He pisses off people like Wil Wheaton. That's what I'm in it for. In Musk we trust.
They spend entire days going after me and people like me slavishly serving a man who doesn't even know they exist. They are his army of fools uncritically serving his every whim, and it still isn't enough. He can have any material thing he wants, and he will never be happy or satisfied. He has no real friends. Every single person around him is either a vampire, a parasite, or both.
I would believe Elon Musk has more friends than Wil Wheaton any day of the week. Wil Wheaton seems like such a miserable human that's constantly virtue signaling. Would you want to be around a person like this? Hell no. I'd rather be around Musk. I think Musk is having more fun than Wil Wheaton on any day of the week. The dude is just trolling on Twitter and laughing his ass off. And Wil Wheaton is writing stuff like this.
He's miserable. He may be laughing, but he's miserable. Not like me, though. I'm very happy. Can't you see my happiness? So what does he do? He bullies and threatens and harasses and trolls and behaves like the weak, scared, insecure child he has always been. That's a tragedy for him, but it's dangerous for us. He doesn't care what he destroys or who he hurts as he chases his existential thing he cannot ever have. You know, the saying, hurt people hurt people. He's a hurt person who is hurting our society, making people I care about less safe. The consequences of this one man's midlife crisis are global, and that terrifies me.
Disgusting! Never have I seen such a display of blatant puffery. Never in all my life!
Is Wil Wheaton sure he's not gay? You know, I had a small talk with Zeltex about this. It was like, Twitter's dying, Elon Musk is going crazy. And I'm like, think about it, dude. Elon Musk took $40-some billion, I think he only put up 20 billion, whatever, don't matter, to buy Twitter to sort of turn the tide of complete progressive insanity. He didn't have to do that. Elon Musk could have been like Jeff Bezos and bought the world's biggest yacht that literally they'd have to take apart a bridge to move it. But they found a different way to get the yacht out. But point being, like, Elon Musk could have done nothing and let the chips fall where they may. Instead, he actually did something that's made life more enjoyable for the average person that isn't huffing their own farts and don't live to be online all day virtue signaling crap that no one normally cares about because the rest of us got bills, lives, and real world problems that don't revolve around Twitter and whether Elon Musk made Trent Reznor cry or not. Get a life, Wheaton. You suck. You suck so bad. I'm glad they wrote you off Star Trek. You ever wonder why your career is where it is? You are less popular than me, dude. Let that sink in. Oh, a Musk joke. Holy shit. Edit that in, Stu. Hey, it's that time again. Giving away the Modern Warfare 2 PlayStation 5 for Christmas. You know the shtick. Rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. To enter the contest, remember to add sub to Gundam in the comment section. And share the videos on Twitter with the hashtag. Hell, if you want extra points, try Facebook. Why not? Remember, the winner will be announced in the community post and on Twitter, where I can contact you personally through the DMs and make sure that there's no confusion or bots tricking people. Sorry, this is limited to the US due to the fact that packages like these have either gone A, missing, or B, come back to me damaged and open. Good luck out there. And what the hell's coming up? What, Stu?